Hello everyone, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Welcome to UDAAN DEEPAK YouTube channel and I am Deepak. Now let us begin with what discussion of most important, that is control and coordination. This control and coordination chapter in one shot I will be finishing now. So let us begin our discussion on this. I can see most of you are online now. Shekhar is there, Jadsta, then I can see Yatish. Okay, then Kannadiga, yes dear, yes Rahul, yes. So I can see most of your people are online and somebody is telling that papers are leaked. Okay, Rahul, no dear, see dear, since ages, okay, the papers have not ever ಯಾವತ್ತು leak ಆಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ and ಆಗಂಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. If suppose papers gets leaked ಅಲ್ಲ, your exams will be reconducted again. Okay, there are multiple news channels who will highlight those things. If it gets leaked one day before, at least 1 hour before your exam also it gets leaked, then also ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತೆ, the education department will consider it as leaked paper and they will reconduct the examination subsequently. Okay, so ಅದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೀಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೈತಿ, ನೀವು ಅದು ಪೇಪರ್ ಲೀಕ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಆಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ ಸೀನಿಯರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಸೀನಿಯರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಯು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೆನಿ ಇಯರ್ಸ್, ಇವನ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಲೀಕ್. ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ವದಂತಿಗಳು, ರೂಮರ್ಸ್, ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದೋಸ್. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ವದಂತಿಗಳಂದ ಏನೈತಿ ದೂರ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಯಾರು ಏನೈತಿ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ವದಂತಿಗಳನ್ನು, ರೂಮರ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ತಲೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಹಾಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಡೂ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಒನ್ಲಿ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫೆಚ್ ವಾಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್. ನೀವು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪೇಪರ್ ಲೀಕ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ನಾವು ಹಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವಿ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೋದ್ರಿ, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಏನೈತಿ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಯು ಎನಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಲೈಫ್. ದೆನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಲಿ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಇವನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಡ್ಸ್ ನೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್. ಬಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಈಗ ನೀವು ಏನು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ ಅದ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೈತಿ ಮುಂದೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಎಸ್ ಧನ್ಯ, ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಚ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಸಚ್, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಓದೋದ್ ಕಡೆ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ನಾಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಚ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಹೆಲೋ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ 7 to 8 marks you can expect from this chapter, and biology total carries of 28 marks, and in multiple question papers I to that, like in your model question paper and in state level preparatory, one diagram will come for sure, that is brain diagram ಏನೈತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. and subsequently ನೀವು brain diagram ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. so all the hormones you should remember, plant hormone ಆಯ್ತು, animal hormones ಆಯ್ತು, then brain. last year in board exam they didn't ask diagram only, instead of diagram they have asked from functions of parts of the brain. So you should be able to know that. Yes, Mr. Zayan, I will be taking social science today. Entire history in one shot I will be finishing. All the wars which are very much important, in very precise way I will make sure that I will make you understand entire history in one shot, because history carries total 25 marks out of 80. So ನೀವು ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಏನೈತಿ ಪದ್ಮಶ್ರೀ ಓದಲೇಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೈಸ್ ಟು ಸಿ that. Yes, 52K Furkan, thank you dear. Yes, so science model question paper, if you read enough, no dear, if you just read science, you will model question paper hardly you can fetch what 40 marks ಕಿಂತ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಂಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಏನೈತಿ ರ್ಯಾಪಿಡ್ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ನಾ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೆಲೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ನೀವು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಏನೈತಿ CBSE ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ನೋಡಬೇಡಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ CBSE ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಹೈ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್. ಅವ್ರು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ. ಅಂತ CBSE ಲೆವೆಲ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ನಾವು? ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಓದ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು 2x ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಥವಾ 1.5x ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನೈತಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫೆಚ್ ಯುವರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್. ದೆನ್ ಯು ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ನೀವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಓದಕ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ಏನ್ ಹಾಕತ್ತಾಗಿರೋದು ಏನೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಓದಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಕೊಡಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿನೂ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರು. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್, ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ 1x ಅಥವಾ 2x ಅಥವಾ 1.5x ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಜಲ್ದಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಓದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಪೇಪರ್ ಲೀಕ್ ಆಗಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋರಿ. ಸೊ ನಾಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಚ್ ಟೈಮ್, ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್. ಸೊ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ನೀವು ಏನೈತಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಯಾರು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ್ರಿ? ಸಿ ಯು ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ನೀಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್. See here in animals the control and coordination are provided by nervous system and muscular system. Remember the nervous system ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, it controls what the uh, body, okay, the functions of your body. So you know that the nervous system consists of what? It is brain and spinal cord. Okay, ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ, nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord, whereas brain helps in what? Storing. It is like a memory card. How you store your data in your memory card, in your phones, all the photos, videos. Same thing the brain does. It is a storage device, whereas spinal cord helps in reflex action. Okay, spinal cord ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಹೇಳಿ, in backbone in the it will just go through in the it is just it is a small rod like structure from brain. It will just travel at your backbone. Okay, so that this, see in animals and including humans, the control and coordination movements are provided by nervous system, that is brain and spinal cord, and muscular systems. The nervous system sends, ignore, as I said, nervous system andre enu, nerves that sends a message to and away from the brain. The spinal cord plays an important role in the relay message. In the absence of this system control and coordination, our body will not be able to function properly. Now, which is the main structural and functional unit of nervous system? Remember, the main structural unit of nervous system is neuron. Most of you are very much confused with neuron and nephron. In exam they have asked nephron, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ನ್ಯೂರಾನ್ ಮತ್ತು ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀರಿ. Neuron is a structural and functional unit of what? Basic unit of nervous system, whereas nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, that is nephron and neuron. Just try to just take what small glimpse about that, and this is what since 9th standard you are drawing. So 9th standard in ಏನೈತಿ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಓದಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ, you can able to see this figure. So this is what the structure of neuron you should able and capable to practice. Okay, then you can see here all the parts of neuron here on this figure. All the parts of neuron you can see. In exam they will ask what A, B, C, D ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರು. So you should able and capable to identify the parts of what? Neuron. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ parts of neuron ಏನೈತಿ, you should able and capable to understand. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, first part of neuron is what? The thread-like structures what you see here are nothing but dendrites, and inside this cell, what you can see, this is a cell body, and how the nerve impulse will travel, it will travel from dendrites in the cell body ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ, through this axon it will go to nerve end, and at nerve end we are having what? Synapse. So what is synapse? So in the nerve ending ಏನು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, synapse ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. So what is synapse here? Synapse is nothing but what? A small gap between two neurons. See, a very fine gap between axon of one neuron and dendrite of another neuron, or nerve end of one neuron and dendrite of another neuron ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. So tell me what is synapse? Fixed question it is. Synapse ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಏನೈತಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದು ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ. So let me know what is synapse here. Synapse is nothing but a very fine gap between, you can write here, instead of axon you can write it as what? Nerve end of one neuron and axon of one neuron. One question fixed from this synapse is fixed. ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಾರು synapse ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು. Social class after 7 PM I will be begin here all the history questions and all the history. In one shot I will just describe how I am covering all the one chapters here. So like this in social, all the history chapters I will be commenting, you will get to know. Okay, so I will start in the unique Mr. Zayan. Okay, Mohammed Zayan is asking, Dikrut sir, I am late. Don't be late here. If you are late, it will be great because you are already attended the class. Then you understood what is synapse. Synapse is a very fine gap between what? Dendrite of one neuron and the nerve end of another neuron is called synapse. Then what happens at the synapse? Remember, this question has come many a time. Synapse alli anta ಏನು ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ small gap ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ nerve end of one neuron and dendrite of another neuron, there is a small gap. The electrical impulse is converted into the chemical signal and the information travels in a unidirectional, that is in one direction. This all you should reduce. Sir, reduce the brightness. Okay, thank you dear. Brightness, okay. I hope now it is visible, dear. So let me know if it is not visible. Sir, your voice is breaking. Okay, my voice is breaking. Sorry, see, this all things, small things I need to take care. Okay. So I hope now my voice is clear. So, yes, English grammar, Venkatesh, I will do very soon, not now. English grammar you can expect me during from 17th I will start with what English, because last 4 days is sufficient for English, dear. So let us begin with what is synapse. You understood what is synapse. Synapse act as a one-way wall to transmit impulses in one direction. What is synapse? Synapse act as a one-way wall. Nalad wall irtೈತಲ್ರಿ, ನೀರು ಒಂದ ಕಡೆ ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ, ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಂಗ synapse, when you touch something, suppose I am touching the screen, the impulse will go into the brain to one neuron. My entire body is very sensitive because my entire body is having what? Completely neuron only. See here, this synapse act as a one-way wall to transmit impulses in one direction only. If you write this, you will get 1 mark here. This unidirectional transfer of impulses occurs as chemicals are produced in one side of the neuron, and here electrical impulses are converted into what? Chemical signal. Yes, dear. I hope you people are connecting. If you are finding it helpful, ellaru like ಮಾಡಿ, share ಮಾಡಿ, subscribe. Then what is the function of each part of neuron? You know, dendrites. It receives the impulses towards the cyton, or it receives the impulses towards the cell body. Then axon carries impulse from cyton to effector organs like muscles and glands. Then what are receptors? See, you know, receptors and effectors here, because spinal cord alli ನೀವು ಕಲಿತೀರಿ. Yes, receptor ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? If you are touching something and that will receive, remember skin, all the sense organs are receptors. So we are having 5 receptors. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ, skin thermoreceptors, eye photoreceptors, tongue gustatory receptors, then we are having skin thermoreceptors. So all the receptors issued by heart, I'll write on the screen so that you will get to know the receptors present in the body. And these questions have asked many a times. Okay, ಎಲ್ಲ receptors ಏನೈತಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು. So which are the receptors? So see, receptors are the sensory structures, or they are organs, tissues or cells present all over the body. The receptors are either grouped in case of eye or ear, or scattered in case of skin. So the receptors present in skin is, we call it as what? Thermoreceptors. Skin is having thermoreceptors. 1 mark question it is. Then your eyes are having what? Eyes are having photoreceptors. Eyes are having photoreceptors. Then your tongue is having, okay, tongue is having gustatory receptors. Okay, tongue is having gustatory receptors, because these questions have asked many a times. Then your nose is having what? Olfactory receptors. Nose has olfactory receptors. Okay, so these are the sense organs you should know: skin, eyes, nose, tongue. Okay, so these are the receptor. And ears are having which receptors? Ears are having phonoreceptors. These are the receptors present in our body. We are having 5 sense organs and we are having what? 5 receptors. So yes, so like this only you should capable to solve this one. Yes, olfactory receptors. Yes sir, why maths class afternoon will start? So yes dear, because maths I will do afternoon only lately. So to this evening I am doing social science. Already I have prepared the content. So Hindi during exam time is sufficient dear. One day is sufficient to do Hindi. Don't worry now. Yes. So yes Dikrut, we will just begin with morning. I was not well. So say now also I am unwell. So having some kind of yes, so issues, but even then I'm taking the live classes because exams are very near. Okay, shell down Santosh sir, model paper. Yes dear. So sir, Hindi also take a live very soon. I will do it. So these are the receptors you should know now. See how we detect, how do we detect that we are touching a hot object? See, it is because of what? Sensory neuron. This figure you should remember here. See, the receptors of skin set off chemical reaction that creates an electrical impulse. This impulse travels from neuron to other cells and reaches the brain or spinal cord. This one you should know here. Then what is reflex action? See here, if you touch some hot object, suddenly you take your hand. So ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಹಾಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರ, ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈ ಏನೈತಿ ತೆಗೆದು ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಒನ್ ವೈ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಡೂ? ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಕೈ ತೆಗಿತೀರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ನೋ ವೈ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಅವೇ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ Yada clearly why you take your hand suddenly back. It is because of what? The reflex action. In figure note really, what is reflex action? Sudden response to the stimulus. Sudden nagi yeneti you respond madbididri. If you touch hot object, suddenly you take your hand back. That we call it as what? Reflex action. Reflex andre is sudden response to the stimulus. We call it as reflex action. Reflex action is a quick automatic involuntary response to the stimulus without the involvement of brain. Remember, in spinal cord is responsible for reflex action. You can see here this thing here. So this figure also you should know because many a times in examination this has been asked. This skin is a receptor here, thermoreceptors. Then you can see here sensory neuron, then relay neuron, then effector neuron, motor neuron. All the functions you should know here. So here you can see the what is reflex arc, the pathway that an impulse takes and reflex action is called as reflex arc. Or reflex arc is nothing but what? The pathway through which the reflex action takes place, we call it as reflex arc. Then this is what you should know. Here skin is a receptor, the one which is blue in color. Then this is interneuron, that is relay neuron, you can see. Then this pillow-like structure, what you see here, that is nothing but spinal neuron. And the red color what you see, effector, that is the muscles. Then trace the sequence of events that when a hot object is touched. Many a times this question has come, ನೀವು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇದು ಬರೀತೀರಿ. Okay, they will ask. So trace the events or the sequence when a hot object is touched, when you see a hot dog coming towards you. So what will you do here? See here, when you when you are touching the hot object, who is touching your hands? So that is what skin is a receptor here. Heat pain receptors in the skin. Then through sensory neuron it will reach to relay neuron in the middle. Then from relay neuron it will move to motor neuron, and from motor neuron it will give to your arms of your hands or legs where you are touching the hot object. Suddenly you take your hand. So this is how the reflex action works. Okay, then difference between reflex action and walking. See here, reflex action and walking, there is a lot of difference. In reflex action what will happen is it is a rapid and automatic response to stimulus, and the reflex action really suddenly you kai tagat bidutiri. It is an involuntary activity. It does not involve any thinking. Walking is a voluntary action and it is under the control, it is the under conscious control. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಏನೈತಿ ವಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. It is all depends on you. I hope you people are connecting to me. Yes dear. Next, identify the parts of neurons. In exam they will ask A, B, C, D. So you ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. A is a sensory neuron, B is spinal cord, it is central nervous system here. Then you can see C is a motor neuron and D is a effector, muscle in the arm. Then division of human nervous system. So the human nervous system has three parts. One is central nervous system, that is brain and spinal cord. Then peripheral nervous system, PNS. We are having cranial nerves and spinal nerves. So human body has 12 pairs of cranial nerves and 31 pairs of spinal nerves we are having. The nerves which are arises from the brain, we call it as cranial nerves, and the brain which arises from the spinal cord, we call it as spinal nerves. Then autonomic nervous system, ANS, are having sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. All this you should know. I'll just write the structure here. Your brain will, your mind will store it because it is very important when it comes to examination point of view. See, central nervous system only yaad adavu, that is brain and spinal cord. Brain and spinal cord are central nervous system. In peripheral nervous system, you are having how many? In peripheral nervous system, you are having cranial nerves, and the nerves which arises from the brain, we call it as cranial nerves. In a human body, we are having 12 pairs. Whereas spinal nerves, the nerves which arises from the spinal cord, we call it as spinal nerves. We are having 31 pairs. These numbers are important because many a times in examination they have asked this: how many pairs of spinal nerves are there, and how many pairs of spinal nerves and cranial nerves ಎಷ್ಟದಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Then autonomous nervous system ದಾಗ ಎರಡದಾವು, that is sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system irtiti. This sympathetic nervous system is they work opposite to each other. One helps in opening of eye, means the other one is closing of eye. The example for this is what? Dilation of pupil. Dilation of pupil of eye. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣದ eye ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಸಣ್ಣದಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. So who will control it? It will be controlled by whom? It is autonomic nervous system. So this is how you should know. The human nervous system consists of three parts: central nervous system, brain and spinal cord; peripheral nervous system, cranial nerves 12 pairs, spinal nerves 31 pairs. Cranial nerves are nerves which arises from the brain, spinal nerves are nerves which arises from spinal cord. Autonomic nervous system is what? Sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. The example for this is what? It is dilation of pupil of eye. Okay, so I hope you people are connecting. Next, move on to the central nervous system. Already I said the central nervous system consists of brain. So you can see here, this is a brain and this is spinal cord, and this is not, this is a vertebral column. So this is a, inside this a rod like structure will be present, that we call it as what? It is the spinal cord. Then peripheral nervous system consists of cranial nerves, that is the 12 pairs arising from the brain, and spinal nerves which are arising from the spinal cord. So you can see here this the 12 pairs of cranial nerves, we can see all parts of the body they are covered, and the 31 pairs of spinal nerves from all parts they will work. So this is how your control and coordination in human body is happening. Okay, so yes dear, how much marks you can score? Sell down Santosh by reading model question paper, not more than 40 marks dear, but maximum you can score up to 50 if you are very much thorough with those and if you understand and read. Then we have come to the parts of the brain. So we are having how many parts of the brain? So three parts, that is forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. So in Kannada you know hind means what? Hind. So hindgade, back. Okay, so forebrain front, midbrain middle, hindbrain backside. So this is how your brain is decided. Then what is the function of brain? Brain anta ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ? See, brain receives information from all parts of the body and integrates it. ಬ್ರೇನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ ಹೇಳಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿಲಿಂದ ನರ್ವ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫೋನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಲರಿ, ನಿಮ್ದು ಫೋನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಲರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫೋಟೋಸ್ ಒಂದ ಕಡೆ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು, ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರೇನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ? ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಲಂಟರಿ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್. ಸಿ, ವಿತೌಟ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀಡ್, ಬಟ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ರ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೇನ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾಕ ಬರಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಓದಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮೆಸೇಜಸ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ದ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್. ದ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಅಲೌಸ್ us to think and take actions based on that thinking. Then we are having forebrain. So you know the forebrain is nothing but what the main thinking part of the brain. It has regions which receives the sensory impulse from various receptors. It has separate areas for hearing, sight and smell. These colors we can you able to see here. So red color indicates thought, memory, behavior. Yellow color hearing, learning and emotion. Blue color. So different colors indicates for different reasons and different information will be stored. Now comes to the that is three parts pons like the parrot like structure what you see here. In parrot like structure ಏನು ಕಾಣಿಸಕತ್ತೈತಲ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ this is nothing but ಗಿಳಿಗತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. Okay, ಇದು pons ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. This will be continuous as a spinal cord and this leaf like structure what you see here it is nothing but what cerebellum. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ this is cerebrum and this is cerebellum. The three parts of Hindbrain are pons, medulla and cerebellum, and you know that this pons continues as what? Spinal cord. And this pons itself continues as what? Spinal cord. Now you can see what functions of Hindbrain. You know that which part of the brain controls the involuntary activities. Remember medulla of Hindbrain. Okay, Hindbrain the medulla enaitalla that controls what? The involuntary actions such as blood pressure, BP, salivation, vomiting are controlled by medulla in the hindbrain. Then what does the cerebellum do? Cerebellum controls the activities like walking in a straight line, riding a bicycle, picking up pencil. It is responsible for precision and voluntary action, and you already know that cerebellum maintaining the body posture and balance of the body. So ನೀವು ನಿಂದಿರಬೇಕು ಬಾಡಿ ಪಾಶ್ಚರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ನಡೆಯುವಾಗ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಳಿ. So it will be controlled by cerebellum. I will ask one question here. I want everyone those who are watching now should answer me. See, a drunkard man walks unsteadily. ಒಬ್ಬ ಕುಡುಕ ಅದಾನ್ರಿ ಅವ unsteadily walk ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತಾನೆ. Tell me which part of the brain is affecting here. Okay, so tell me, a drunken man walks unsteadily. So which part of the brain is affecting here? So I want you to tell me the answer dear. So yes, Dikrut, Pranav is there. So yes dear yes, Vikas has given the right answer. It is cerebellum. Cerebellum is the part which maintains body posture and balance. A drunken man walks unsteadily. If they ask such questions, you should know that the cerebellum is not functioning properly. Okay, so like this you should be able and capable to answer this question. Okay, so Sujata has given right answer. Ayan, so like this you can Priya has given right answer. Very good Priya. Now we will move to what? Protection of brain. See, you know that brain is protected inside a very hard. So you touch my nodri, this part is very much hard. Even if you just badiri yenagangilla, and even if you shake also the brain will not get shake. Why? Because brain sits into a bony box. You can see this structure here, bony box. We call it as what? Cranium. Brain is contained in the fluid. Remember the fluid contained in the brain is. Can somebody tell me the mention the name of the fluid present in the brain? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರೇನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನೈತಲ್ರಿ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೂಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಆ ಫ್ಲೂಟ್ ಇನ ಹೆಸರು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಯು ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ 16. So we don't have 16 chapters here. Okay, then we will move to what? Just let me know. Remember the name of the fluid is what? CSF. It is cerebrospinal fluid. Which is the fluid? It is cerebrospinal fluid is the fluid which is present in the brain. And what is the function of that CSF? Cerebrospinal fluid, sir. It is a fluid that helps in shock absorption. And the sudden agi yaara tali badbitru ಹಿಂಗ್ ತಿರುಗಿಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಏನಾರ ಬಡಿತು ಆ cerebrospinal fluid ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಗೆ ಹಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಚ್ ಆದಾಗ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಬಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ, there is a leakage and the person will die on spot. Okay, ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ನೀವು ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನೈತಿ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೈಪಾಸ್ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾವು. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸಮ್ ಒನ್ ಬಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಹಾರ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಯಾರ ಮನಸ್ಸೊಳಗೆ ಏನೈತಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬಹಳ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಎಸ್ cranium it is very good here. Now mention that this all I can see, this is how the application level questions will be asked. I'll just tell you. Walking in a straight line is controlled by cerebellum. So in exams already this has come. I just collected here. Mention the part of the brain that controls the following and care. So what will you write now? See, walking in a straight line, cerebellum maintains body posture. Picking up a pencil, cerebellum. Blood pressure, medulla of hindbrain. Blood pressure ಯಾರು control ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ? It is medulla of hindbrain. A question being asked by the teacher in the class, it is cerebrum forebrain because it is a thinking. Change in size of pupil in response to intensity of light. So ಭಾಳ ಲೈಟ್ ಬರಾಕತ್ತೈತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ pupil ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ eye ಒಳಗ and ಕಡಿಮೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಐತಿ pupil will become larger so that you search the light. It is because of midbrain. That is the only function of midbrain, and midbrain also controls your cardinal cycle. We call it as what sleep cycle. So ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ತಾಸು ಮಲ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಓಕೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಳಿ midbrain will decide. Suppose ನೀವು ಇವತ್ತು ಭಾಳ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ okay you had 10 to 12 hours of sleep, it will not allow you to sleep in the night. Suppose you didn't sleep only, it will make your body so lazy that unless you have that sufficient sleep it will not make you to work other things. That is the beauty of this chapter. Okay, now coming to what plants, so I'll not take much time. So first one is growth dependent movement, that is tropic movement. Then second one is growth independent movement, that we call it as what ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ independent movement, growth independent movement ಗೆ nastic movement ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, remember growth dependent movement. Okay, movement dependent on growth we call it as what? We call it as tropic movements. Okay, all the tropic movements are growth dependent movements. All the growth independent movement are what? Nastic movement. Okay, so this is what you should know here. Okay, you add the difference ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Now see movement dependent growth ಜೊತೆ ಯಾರು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ? See the direction movement of seedling is caused by growth. You can see in this figure that the root will always grow downward and the shoot will grow always upward. That is because of what? Growth dependent movement. Then growth independent movement we call it as nastic movement. So it will happen in touch me not plant. See the news of the sensitive plant, that is the example is chewy mui, that is muttidare muni, very quickly in response to touch. This is nastic movement. It is not growing, but even though it is showing the response, even though you can take the example of sunflower. Sunflower is also a nastic movement. That means what will happen in sunflower is it will respond to light and it will move. Okay, that we call it as what? Nastic movement. So how does control and coordination in plant takes place? It is because of plant tropism antali helbodu. So this all you can see a growth in pea plant. Tendril ಬಗ್ಗೆ one question ಕೇಳ್ತಾರು. So you can see here the plants in plants like pea plant climb up the plants of fences by means of tendrils. Tendrils are the plant, example money plant ನೋಡಿ, they take the help of support and they grow. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರು ರಾಡರ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಏನೋ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ರಿ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗ್ತಾರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ? ಟೆಂಡ್ರಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಿ. These tendrils are sensitive to touch and when they come in contact ಅವ್ರು ಏನೋ ರಾಡ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸುತ್ತಿ ಏನೈತಿ ಅವು ಬೆಳೆದ್ ಬಿಡ್ತಾವು. Okay, in contact with any support, the part of the tendril in contact with the object does not grow as rapidly as part of the tendril away from the object. This causes the tendril to circle around the object and thus clinch to it. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಮನಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ರಾಡ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಅದು ತಂತಾನ ಹಿಂಗೆ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. We should thank to what? This movement called as what? Tendrils. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ movement related growth ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾವು. Then ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ್ರಿ? We are having a particular hormone called as what? Auxin. Model question paper 1, 2, 3 ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲಿ auxin function ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Okay, now see we are having what 5 types of movements: phototropism, then we are having chemotropism, hydrotropism, geotropism, thigmotropism. ಎಲ್ಲ 5 definition but ಒಂದೊಂದು example ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ಕೊರಿ ಸಾಕು. This will come for show. Okay sir, you will do revision of all chapters definitely dear Mahadev. I am doing that only, so hardly some chapters are remaining. Now in 2 days I will finish. Okay, so no worries. Sanjana, yes, tell me dear. See the growth in the plants in response to light. See what is photo? Photo means light. The growth in the plant part in response to light is called as what? Phototropic movement. You can see the example of what? The sunflower, which shows what phototropic movement. It moves in response to sunlight. Then you can see here the leaves bend what in response to sunlight. So the growth of a plant in response to gravity. See, we call it a geotropism. Geo means what? Earth. Earth means what? Gravity. The growth in plant parts in response to gravity, we call it as what? Geotropism. In nimage gothirbeku. Then hydro means what? Water. Hydro andra water. The growth of a root in soil towards the nearest source of water, we call it as what? Hydrotropism. The root will always go towards the water. Okay. Then experiments you can just see here. Germination of seeds will take place always towards the water. Then chemotropism. Chemo means what? Chemicals. See the growth or movement of a plant parts in response to the chemicals, we call it as chemotropism. In this you can give the example of a growth of pollen tube. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ pollen tube ಬಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. This growth of pollen tube up to ovary will take place. It is because of chemotropism. Okay, I hope you people are connecting there. Harsh, Praveen, okay, Parveen, sorry, Shubhas, Venkatesh, yes. Next, control directional movement. You can see the beautiful legs here. What is happening? Our arms and fingers grow in certain direction and not haphazardly. Then limitation of electrical impulse. See, this electrical impulse will reach only those cells that are connected by nervous tissue, not each and every cell in animal body. Cells cannot continually create and transmit electrical impulse. Okay, then we will just move to what? This all I have said. Then what are plant hormones? Hormones are the chemicals, compounds which helps to coordinate growth, development and responses to environment. This question has also come many times in exam. That are what are plant hormones. See the hormones in the plant which are responsible for growth and development of plant body. How belibeku. Okay, that one we should do here. Then functions of plant hormone, you know, there three are what? Growth promoters, auxins, gibberellins and cytokinins. Okay, auxins, gibberellins and cytokinins. These three are what? These three are growth promoters. Andra growth enhance martavu. So these are called growth promoters. Whereas abscisic acid and we are having what? Ethylene. Okay, these two are what? Growth inhibitors. Growth inhibitors. This one you should know here. Okay, so I hope you people are connecting to me. See, auxins, gibberellins, cytokinins are what? Growth promoters. Abscisic acid and ethylene are growth inhibitors. Then what does this auxins do? Auxins helps in growth of shoot. Okay, they help in elongation of stem and they help in what? Growth of shoot. Then what is gibberellins do? They help in growth of stem. Whereas cytokinins, very important is this. Cytokinins helps in what? Cell division. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ cytokinin ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ? Cell division ಗೆ help ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. Okay. So abscisic acid, as I said, this is a growth inhibitor. It also helps in wilting of leaves, and this ethylene also helps in what? Ripening of fruit. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ripening of fruit ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? It is ethylene. So these are the plant hormones your syllabus will expect you to know, and you should be able and capable to write in your examination. Now coming to the next set of questions. So fast agi nodi. Now the final set of the chapter, that is all the human hormones I will do, and with that we'll finish this discussion. Then in the evening I will come up with social science, and I will just tell all the history part on chapters ಏನೈತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ in detail I will tell. Don't miss evening class today. Okay, so yes dear, the way of charting, Harsh, tell me now. You can see here what are hormones. Hormones are the chemical messengers that regulate the biological process in the organism. This is a definition for what? Hormone. So hormone ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರೀತೀರಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? They are the chemical messengers. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗೆ chemicals ಅದಾವು, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಂತಾವ್ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗೆ certain age ದಾಗ certain hormone release ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಐತಿ, ಅದು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಆಗಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಹಳ ಹೈಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಉದ್ದ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ learn here. Okay, so 7 p.m. After 7 p.m. that's 7:30 or 7:50 you can expect me to come up with the social class dear. Okay, so thank you for this. Social Subhas I just said right dear, the Krut. So 7 p.m. all the history questions answers bada. How I am explaining these chapters now, same thing I will explain social science. But in detail we will see ಎಲ್ಲ ವಾರ್ಸ್ ಯಾರ ಯೂತ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. It will be somewhat lengthy class and you will enjoy it. Okay, I know social science is boring, but it is so history you should give time to it. Okay, now social as I said the truth in the uni. Now coming to the hormones, this is again 2-mark question. What are the characteristics of hormones ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕೇಳಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ already, you should able and capable to know it. See, hormones are directly released into the blood. This is the first point you should know. They are ductless. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಪೈಪ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ತಂತಾನೆ ಏನೈತಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾರು. They are released in very little quantity. They act on specific tissues or organs. Or specific tissues but organs ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೈತಿ act ಆಗ್ತಾವು. They are generally slow in action and they act in ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, they act at this particular point or they act in the particular site of production. ಅವ್ರು ಏನೈತಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವು ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Then the target organs. See, target organs are the specific tissues on which hormones act. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, we call it as what? Target organs. Then we have first hormone I will be dealing now is what? It is adrenal gland. Even ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು adrenal gland ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. Then only I will begin with. So tell me adrenal gland ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ದಟ್ adrenal gland ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ಐದು ಅದಾವು, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. up to the end also now. Okay, 5 ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವು, ಅವು ಐದರ್ದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂಡ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಸೊ ಅಡ್ರಿನಲ್ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅಡ್ರಿನಲಿನ್, ವಿಕಾಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಹರ್ಷ್, ಝೋಯಾ, ಪ್ರಣವ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಡಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಖುಷಿ, ಎಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ವಿನಾಯಕ್, ಅಪ್ಸೈಡ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಅಲ್ರಿ, ಅಪ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಟಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಅಪ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ. ಈ ಫಿಗರ್ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಇವು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಕಿಡ್ನೀಸ್ ಅದಾವು. ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಹಾಕೋತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ adrenal gland. Okay, see, remember adrenal glands are located. Remember adrenal gland, it is located on the top of both the kidneys. ಎರಡು ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಐತಿ. Sorry. See here, adrenal gland is present on the top of both the kidneys and it secretes a hormone called as adrenaline. Note the spelling, adrenaline spelling chandag baribeku. And what is the function of this adrenaline? Remember, adrenaline acts on the heart and this is the emergency hormone. Many times, how does adrenaline prepare your body to face what? Danger situation. Okay. Yes, so sorry for this. Is my voice audible, dear? Yes. Yes, see, very good dear. So you can see here adrenal secretes acts on the heart and the heart beats faster, resulting in supply of more oxygen to our muscles. The blood to digestive system and skin is reduced due to the contraction of muscles around the small arteries in these organs. This diverts the blood to our skeletal muscles. The breathing rate also increases because of contraction of diaphragm and the rib muscles. All these responses enable the animals to deal with the situation. But ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನೈತಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರು. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ವಾಯ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ visible. I don't know, dear. It's an emergency hormone. Ganesh has given. Very good, dear. Now better he is telling. Okay, thank you, dear. So now you can tell me the answer for this. When a boy was followed by a stray dog ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೀದಿ ನಾಯಿ. Okay, he got frightened. ಒಮ್ಮೆಕ್ಲೆ ಹೆದರ್ ಬಿಡ್ತಾನ್ರಿ ಅವನು. ಹೆದರಿ he starts running. ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ರನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನು. Name the hormone that prepared him to escape from the stray dog. ಅವ ಆ stray dog ಬೀದಿ ನಾಯಿಲಿ ಓಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. Okay, so this just tell me, it is which hormone? It is adrenaline. Then locate the position of gland in our body which secretes this hormone. See, adrenal gland is located on the upper part of each kidney. Mention two effects of this hormone. Remember, example ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. The heart beats faster. Heart ಏನೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಭಾಳ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಏನೈತಿ ಬೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. More amount of oxygen is supplied to the muscle. This much if you know about adrenal gland, it is well and good. No more questions will be asked here. Adrenal gland is an emergency hormone. During emergency situation like fear, then anxiety, at that time this hormone is secreted in excess and it will makes your body to prepare in the body to face the situation. How? By increasing your heart, because ನೀವು ಹೆದರಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಓಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನೈತಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು more amount of oxygen should be supplied to the muscles so that you can run efficiently. Like this only you should write here. Very good dear. Okay, so ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಸಲ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಗತಿ ಕೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Then thyroid gland. Thyroid ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? It is in the neck region. So you can see neck region ಅಲ್ಲಿ thyroid ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. And what is the function of this thyroid? See, thyroid gland is located in the neck region. It secretes a hormone called as thyroxine. See the name here. It secretes a hormone called as what? It secretes a hormone called, Sarvesh has given the right answer. Yes, it secretes a hormone called as what? Thyroxine. Okay, ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Next. Thyroxine ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತ್ರಿ? ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಥೈರಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಅಂತ ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಥೈರಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮೆಟಾಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ so as to provide best balance for growth. This is a function of thyroxine. As it is, you should copy paste in your exam. So ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಥೈರಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಂಗ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೇ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬರೀತೀರಿ. Okay, then deficiency ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ, ಡೆಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಡೆಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಥೈರಾಕ್ಸಿನ್, ಈ ಥೈರಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಏನೈತಿ ಆ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ಆಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಥೈರಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿನ್ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್? ಸಿ ಡೆಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಥೈರಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ goiter. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ನೆಕ್ ಏನೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಸ್ವೆಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ goiter. If they ask what is the definition of goiter, it is caused due to the deficiency of iodine in food. Then what is this goiter? You can see this beautiful picture here. I hope it is not visible properly now. You can see here that this neck has been swollen. ಈ neck ಏನಾಗೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಭಾಳ ಸೋಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೈತಿ. Okay, this is because of what? This goiter. So what is goiter? Symptom of goiter is what? Swelling of neck, swelling in the neck region due to enlarged thyroid gland. ಈ thyroid gland ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ enlarge ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. That is what you should write in your examination. Okay dear, I hope you people are connecting here. Then why is iodized salt made compulsory? ಇದು iodized salt ಎದಕ್ರಿ? ಉಪ್ಪು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, iodized salt ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಾರ್ರಿ ಅವರು? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ the people should not suffer from what? Goiter. Okay, see, iodine is necessary for thyroid gland to make thyroxine hormone. Deficiency of iodine in our diet. Diet ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಊಟದಲ್ಲಿ iodine ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಉಪ್ಪೊಳಗೆ iodine ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ? Deficiency of iodine in the diet causes what? Goiter. To reduce the occurrence of goiter, it is made mandatory and compulsory to use what? Iodized salt ellaru use ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. Okay, so to prevent goiter, very good dear. Then pituitary gland. So we are having what? Pituitary gland. So pituitary gland ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ? In the brain. So pituitary gland is located at the base of brain. It produces growth hormone. So which part of the body produces growth hormone? That is pituitary. And pituitary gland present here in the brain daga. So you can see here this is a brain, and the red part what you can see here, this is pituitary gland. So this is hypothalamus. Illa red color ಎರಡು ಇರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ ಅವು. So they are the pea like shape ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಾವ. peanut ನೋಡಿರಿ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗೆ ವಟಾಣಿಗತಿ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವು ಎರಡು ಇರ್ತಾವು. ಓಕೆ, ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾದರೂ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ರಿ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ಸ್. ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? ಇಟ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ. That is a function of what? Growth hormone. Then what is puberty? Puberty, adultness. Okay, adolescence ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Puberty is a period ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಏಜ್ 10 to 12 years of age ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್. ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವೆ, ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾವು. ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಏನೈತಿ ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಒನ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ as puberty. If suppose you can see, can you just name this beautiful lady on the screen? She is very popular YouTuber. Okay, so she is suffering from a defect called as what? Deficiency called as dwarfism. Nenapidkori, you know everyone, most of you will be following her. She is the shortest lady in the world and she is from Maharashtra. Okay, her age is around 30 years now. Very beautiful lady. Can somebody knows her? You can just comment her in the comment section. Now I'll just let you know it soon. See, dwarfism is a condition caused due to the deficiency of growth hormone in the childhood. ಈ childhood ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ, if the growth hormone is not secreted, then the person suffers from a deficiency called as what? Dwarfism. Dwarf ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕುಳ್ಳ, ನಾವು ಕುಳ್ಳ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಲ್ರಿ, we call them as dwarfism. Yes, so yes, we will move on to the beautiful lady. Can you just name her? Her name is Jyoti Amge from Maharashtra, and you can see she is a very popular Instagrammer and YouTuber also. Okay, now coming to the next one, gigantism. So you can see the tallest person is in the world. He is from Afghanistan. Okay, this person what you can see on the screen is Afghanistan. Around 7 feet he is tall and he is the tallest Guinness World Record he has made. Okay, now gigantism ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, gigantism ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಎತ್ತರ ಬೆಳೆದು ಬಿಡೋದು. Gigantism is a condition caused due to over secretion of growth hormone in childhood. ಸಣ್ಣೋರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾರ ಓವರ್ ಸಿಕ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಕ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು, then the person suffers from a disease or a defect called as what? Gigantism. He is Sultan from Afghanistan. Nenapidkori, he is Sultan from where? Afghanistan, the tallest person in the Guinness World Records. Then you are having beautiful testes now. This secretes a hormone called testosterone. Is a hormone produced in males. It causes changes in appearance during puberty. Estrogen. See the spelling, estrogen will start with E also, O also doesn't matter. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಂದಿ estrogen ಬರೀತಾರೆ ESTROGEN, sometimes estrogen ಅಂತ ಬರೀತಾರು. Both are accepted. Okay, estrogen is a hormone produced in the females. It causes secondary sexual appearance changes in the during puberty. Then the last part is pancreas. See, pancreas ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ, below the stomach, and pancreas produces a hormone called as insulin, and insulin is nothing but what? It controls the blood sugar level. ನಿಮ್ದ ರಕ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, blood sugar level ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು, then the person suffers from a defect. We call it as what? Diabetes. Okay, diabetes mellitus ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಪ್ರಣವ್, ಸಂಜನಾ, ಜಿಯಾ, I hope you people are connecting dear. Then how is the secretion of insulin regulated? See, if the blood sugar level in blood rise, they are detected by cells of pancreas which respond by producing more insulin. As blood sugar level ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯಿತು, insulin secretion is reduced. Then what is diabetes? So ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ, diabetes injection ಐತಿ, ಹಾಕೋತಿರ್ತಾರು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಂದಿನೂ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. See, diabetes is a disease caused due to low secretion of insulin. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸುಲಿನ್ ಭಾಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ the person will suffer from a disease or the person suffers from a condition called as what? It is diabetes. The sugar level in the blood rises, causing many harmful effects. Some cases of diabetes can be controlled by taking what? Insulin injection. Then we are having one mark question here. What is feedback mechanism? See, the feedback mechanism regulates the timing and amount of hormone to be secreted. So name the disorder caused by following situation. See, ಯಾವ ಡಿಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರು. ಅಂಡರ್ ಸೀಕ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್, ಅಂಡರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಸೀಕ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್, ಡಾರ್ಫಿಸಮ್. ಓವರ್ ಸೀಕ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಆಯಿತು, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ as extremely tall or gigantism. Under secretion of insulin, diabetes, deficiency of iodine, it leads to goiter. Then regulating blood sugar level. Who regulates the blood sugar level? Insulin. Regulating the carbohydrates, proteins and fat metabolism in the body, it is thyroxine. changes at puberty in human females, it is estrogen, and regulating the growth and development of the body, it is a growth hormone. Then name the gland hormones secreted by which is associated with following. A girl has grown extremely tall, it is the gland is pituitary gland and the hormone is growth hormone. A woman has a swollen neck, already I said this, it is because of thyroxine hormone and the gland is thyroid gland. A gland present in females but not in males, it is ovary. A gland associated with kidney, on the top of both the kidneys, adrenal gland. So with this I'll just finish my today's discussion. All the topics related to this very beautiful and very short chapter I have done in very short time. I took less than 1 hour to finish entire chapter and I should be glad for that. And thank you so much all the students who attended and taking the use of this live classes. So kindly like the video, share ಮತ್ತು subscribe ಮಾಡಿ and share with your all the junior all your classmates so that even they may uplift their studies towards their examination. Okay, so with this I just finished my today's discussion. So thank you so much. Yes, Banashankari Tapas is asking me carbon. Definitely dear, carbon is next chapter I may go with, because physics, electricity I have done, magnetic I will do subsequently. Like this many chapters I will do, but today social science is must, because since a week I am getting only social. So history I will be coming up. This history will take 2 classes, then remaining in one class I will finish. Okay, because history has very large concept, but in one shot around total 9 chapters are there. So around 4 or 5 I will finish today only. Okay, so yes dear, thank you so much. Evening class social science dear. So around 7 p.m. I will come early today, because already I have made all the preparation. So only coming live and taking the social class history in one shot. How I am doing rapid revision, same thing I will do it. So till the next class everyone, so keep learning, keep growing. Any doubt, suggestion, feedback comment section alli haki, and thank you so much. So again I will meet in the evening everyone. Take care. So evening class 7:15 I will come, because I have many other commitments. Okay, I should take the regular classes there. In line I am in line with many other work, due to which I am just having some tolerance of 15-20 minutes late. But I will make sure that today's social science class will go very efficiently, and don't miss evening classes. Okay, so thank you so much everyone. Thank you. So I will make sure that at least 2 or 3 classes I will plan every day up to your exam. Exam iddaga 4-5 task fix I will take. Okay, so till then everyone take care. Have a good learning. So keep learning, keep growing. Take care. All the very best. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚಂದಾಗಿ ಓದಿ, ಪೇಪರ್ ಲೀಕ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋರಿ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸ್ವಂತ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಓದಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಜೀವನದಾಗ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡಬೇಕು, ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟಪಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಾಯ್.